How y'all doing out there, America, the world? We here with another episode of the Put to Bed podcast, man.
We back with another one. Hey, Diamond
Yeah.
G here. We back with another one. Put to Bed podcast. Here to show out again for our, what, 4 topics. We're gonna drop
Mhm.
them, go into it, and keep it moving.
Y'all know how it go by
And
now.
yeah, put y'all to sleep real quick.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna jump right into the first one. The first topic is, why do minorities spend money the way they spend money?
Uh,
So just to elaborate on that, it was kind of prompted by like the Blackout Day. The end of Black History Month, we had that Blackout Day where it's like, oh, we don't spend on Amazon. We're not spending it. We're not spending at Kohl's. We're not spending at Michaels. We're not spending at Gucci and all these type of stores. We're
right.
spending with Black on and this and that. And I feel like that's cool. That's a great concept. That's a great concept to have, and that's a great thing that we should be practicing and stuff. But like one day out the year is really it's really minute. It's really not gonna affect us. Like it's not gonna bring us no major. Like you say, support a black owned business. This black owned business is open 365 days a year, 9 times out of 10,
Mm-hmm.
and so we only pushing the narrative to support them one day. Like
Right,
kind of
right, right.
it's kind of whack to me. I mean, I get the sentiment of it. I get it's cool, but it's in a grand scheme of things, it's kind of whack to me. Like we should be standing on that type of business every day. Like why not support these Mexican shops? Why not support these Puerto Ricans? Why not support these black owned businesses? Why not support
Mm-hmm.
it? Because statistically, we spend more money than anybody. Like
Right.
white people ain't going to spend money in Gucci. They not dropping $400 and $500 on a pair of Jordans
Jordans.
on
Yeah.
Jordans like black people is doing. They're not going to buy the cars and with the rims on them and the kits and all of that type of stuff. They're not buying
Right.
jewelry and chains and grills and all that type of stuff. They're not spending $500 on the Gucci glasses and the Versace,
The
or spend
chains and yeah.
1,500 to $2,000, $3,000 on a pair of buffs, on a pair of Cardis. Like they're not doing that. They're not doing that at all. That's not even part of their culture. It's stupid to them to like spend that much money on something that's going to
It's
depreciate.
frivolous, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
depreciate in value the moment you buy it. It's like it's kind of that's not what they do. With black people, I ain't gonna just say black people, but minorities. That's what we do. Mainly, more so black people. We love to stun on each other. We love to stun on everybody else. And like, I paid this much for this shirt. I paid this much for these shoes. I paid this much for this.
Mm-hmm.
And be still living in your mama basement, or still living in got an
Right.
apartment that you rent out
Ain't
an
got nothing to
apartment with you
show.
and your girl, and y'all ain't, you feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
you walking around with $3,000 glasses on. Like it's kind of it be y'all tipping. You mean not to offend nobody, but it's stupid to me.
It's stupid. Exactly. That's the say it again, bro. It's what?
It's stupid. You hear me?
Stupid.
Stupid. Stop being stupid. Stupid.
Hey, like for real. Like let's be real. If you out here and you can't really get it for yourself and you can't have it for yourself, you ain't got your own your own shit, your car, your house, you shouldn't really be out here doing that stunting for nobody, period, until you get your shit in line. That's just
Fact.
what it is. Cause you look stupid. Let's just say that again.
Fact.
'Cause, I mean, it's most women or men will let you slide with it, but somebody who got something going for themselves ain't doing that because they want the same thing, same person doing working hard for their stuff. I mean, you just showing me a shirt and a nice ass car because you can lease it too and show out. But like you showing me that stuff that really don't mean nothing to me. I've never been that type of woman either. So personally, speaking for myself, I've never ever been that type of woman to be like, oh damn, he driving that. He getting some Gucci. No, never been that. It's more about other stuff. What can you show me? Because that's real short term.
Yeah.
Very short term. And then it don't mean nothing. Like I ain't never been a person who gotta be glossed up from the top to the bottom. Never been a person into labels. Never been that type of person. So you having it really ain't gonna impress me. It's gonna be I have other things that's gonna impress me. But I do agree that we spend money like on stupid stuff, frivolous stuff that we can be putting in more into in our communities, our cultures, our wealth, our generational wealth. We could be doing that more versus that one day out of a year. Because that one day out of a year really is not making a difference. We stop everything, and then we that one day we stop it. The next 3 days, niggas, I mean, people spending money like mud. So then what they doing? They making that money right back up.
Mm-hmm.
So what difference is that one day making for real? Like if you really want to make some change and some differences, you gotta. That's a process. You gotta do that often.
Yeah.
Once a month. We doing that about 3 times a month. Whatever. You gotta put a dent in their pocket for them to see it. That's the only way that we gonna look different because right now we just putting money in people's pocket. and most of the money ain't even in our own pocket. We ain't even got it to be doing it, but we doing it because we want to make somebody. We want to look good. We
Fact.
want to make somebody else look stupid. We want to make somebody else look lower than themselves because, oh, I got some new shoes and you don't. It's still that little school mentality, like, aha, I got these and you don't type stuff. But it's grown people really doing it.
Fact.
Yeah. So that's just my take on it because I feel like we really should be doing more and putting more in ourselves, in our community, in our own versus putting it in other people's pockets because they only getting richer and we getting poorer for real.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Like for real. Like how much money? If I wanted to go on my bank account right now, I couldn't go buy something right now if I wanted to, cause payday ain't till next week. Like
For
I
real.
live on that kind of schedule. Like I ain't that type. I ain't never. I'm humble as a mud. Like Kendrick said, be humble, because the more humble you are, the more you get. When you thinking you above people and you ain't really got it, that's a smack in the face when when it come for real. And you be like, damn, why I'm getting this karma back? Why? Why you getting that karma back? Because you ain't being 100 with yourself.
No, facts. No, facts.
Yeah, man. So yeah, bro, what you think about that?
I mean, I agree with everything you said too, and then just on some like, I just think like it's frivolous and it's so many stupidity layers to it. Like even like
Yeah.
it's hypocritical. People be like, "Oh, I don't support white supremacy. I don't support the gay stuff, the LGBTQ community. I don't support this. I don't support that. I don't support anti this, anti that." But then you go shop at Balenciaga, and they've been known to have
Uh,
ties to child trafficking. They've been known to have
exactly.
ties to racist promotional things and blackface and doing all of these type of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they've been known to put racial slurs out there. They've been known to kick people out of their black profile people and kick them out of their stores and they don't think that they have enough money to be shopping in there. They've been known to do all of these things, but
Yeah.
yet you still spend money with them because Cardi
Still
B
do it.
said go spend money with them, or because
Wait.
Wayne said go spend money with them. Not even any of them. All of them. All of them. I mean,
I
I
know.
listen to the
You know I
entertainment too,
love
but
Cardi.
it's all puppetry. To
Right.
be
Right.
honest,
Right. Right.
because these celebrities and these
Yeah.
tastemakers,
They advertise
yeah,
it.
these tastemakers telling y'all that this is cool. Because to be honest, we don't know about that stuff until we hear it on the radio. We
Right.
say we leaders, we say we not followers, we say we bosses, we say we this, but it's so hypocritical because the people that you follow, they followers. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on fashion and all that type of stuff. I don't care. Like I feel
Right.
like I ain't never had a problem getting in any rooms that I needed to be in. I ain't never had a
Yeah.
problem getting any girl that I wanted. I ain't never had a
Right.
problem being in any spaces or rocking any shows or any stages or getting my fan base, my following up on Instagram and making traction on music. I never had a problem being in any of these spaces, any of these rooms, and I was wearing regular stuff. I'm talking about Ross.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wearing Ross. Like I'm wearing Marshalls. I'm wearing Michaels. Like this. I don't care about you got you got $1,000 pair of jeans on. Like that doesn't impress. Like you said, it doesn't
Right.
impress me. It don't make you a better man. It
Mm-mm.
don't make you a better woman. It don't make you a
It
better
don't.
hustler. It makes you more of a bigger puppet. It makes you more of a bigger uh like basically you're a consumer. It makes you a bigger consumer than me. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got that. You're a bigger consumer than me. But like, what's your credit score? Do you own your own house? Do you
Right.
have a 401k? Do you have property? Do you have anything that's gonna be lining yourself up to take care of your kids when you go? Do you have the life
Mm-hmm.
insurance? Like
Future.
all of that type of stuff that matters. Like because to me, to a person who's business minded, to a person who's a actual millionaire, or the person who even created these brands that you're wearing, you look stupid to them. You look real
Yeah.
stupid when you bragging about all of this stuff that you have, but you still paying a car note. Like it's backwards,
It,
bro.
it,
It's
it, it
backwards, and
don't.
a
It
lot
don't.
of
It
us
ain't
like
matching.
we puppets in that sense of like we don't know what's the brand until we hear somebody rapping about a Balenciaga this or Gucci this or Prada that.
Right.
Now it's like, ooh, damn, what's that? Oh, the Michael
What's
Kors this. Oh,
Balenciaga?
damn, what's that? I gotta go keep
Yeah.
up with Gucci because he said it, or I gotta go keep up with Yo Gotti, or I gotta
Right.
go buy it because Wayne said it's cool, because Drake said it's cool, because you know whoever the hell said it's cool. Like that's
That's
following.
what it
Like yeah,
is. Yeah.
that's been a follower to me. It's not
It
nothing.
is been stronger.
Yeah, it's nothing really like manly or
It's not
it's
authentic
not authentic.
of
It's not
you.
authentic.
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing that ain't nobody else doing. You just following the same trends that everybody else follow. You're not setting the trends. Yeah, you probably different because you can actually afford to go get that stuff, but it don't make you better than nobody else. You just a bigger puppet than I am. You just a bigger
Yeah.
consumer.
Like I feel like this. Yeah, I agree. Like if you got it and you got everything in order and you can go afford to get it and you doing your thing, do your thing. But do it. for the right reason, or do it for a message. Don't do it for to be out here just looking like that way so the kids can see you and they want that same thing. Put the message out there, why, how you got it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel I worked hard for this. Don't just put it out there, because people be out there thinking, oh, I can go out here and sell this, I can do that, and I can get eventually I can do this and I can do that. Fast money,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. And
And I
I
ain't
feel
how
like this just it's just I mean materialism period is dragging us down. Like a lot of the stuff that we should
it
be
is.
doing. Like if we are going to support that, let's brag about how I spent $10,000 at this mom and pop shop and I helped my community. Me spending
Right.
I bought 10 pairs of sneakers from this black person that makes sneakers, or this Puerto Rican dude that makes sneakers, and now I've been able to help send their kids through college, and we merging and making our own deal, and he helping me create my own sneaker line so I can sell them at their store because I spent so much money with them. And now you creating generational wealth for not only they
Hmm.
family and they business and they company, but you actually investing
Right.
into that. It's like spend money in something that you can invest in. I don't care if you spend $10,000 a month at Gucci. They're not going to bring you in as a partner. They're not going to give you a
Mm-mm.
deal. They're not going to look at you and say, "Oh, we just set up a savings. Let's get you your own Gucci line. Let's start your own." They're not going. You're not going to get none of that. Like you probably you're going to get some pussy from a female who's impressed by that, or you're going to get some, or like that's just being real. That's as far as
Yeah.
it's gonna go. You're gonna get niggas on Instagram that's groupies and that's really gay. It's all gay to me for real. When niggas is pocket watching the next man and say, "Oh, did you see, bro? He got these on. He got this on." Like you sound just like the women. Like you,
Oh, a lot of them do.
that's wild to me. Like I don't care, bro. Like I done had real arguments with some of my homies when niggas be, "Oh, bro, you seen what's the name just went and bought the Cyber truck with the what's the name and did this." Like, bro, why is you calling me talking about the next nigga, bro? We don't even know this nigga. I don't care,
Right.
bro. Let's talk about
I
how
don't
we
know
gonna
this
build our.
man.
And it's not being a hater. It's really
No.
not. It's just genuinely how is that going to benefit us? I don't care. I mean, I don't, and
Right.
not that I don't like it. I'm indifferent about it. I feel I don't care. It's not going to benefit us in no kind of
Yeah.
way, shape, or form. I don't want to get this nigga no coochie. So what he wearing
So
don't
right.
make me no difference. Like it don't matter,
It,
bro. Like that should not be a
like
topic of our
like
conversation at
top of our
all.
conversation,
It shouldn't be a
right?
topic of our conversation at all. How much money another nigga spending? Like when we still trying to
Nah.
struggle to get our own paper and get our own businesses and our own brands and our own stuff off the ground. Like, you sound like a woman that want to give him some pussy, and that's just
Yeah.
what it is. And
You
I feel
sound
like
impressed.
yeah, I feel like we should be. Excuse me. I feel like we should be spending with each other more because, like I said, statistically, we spend more money than anybody in the world.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
not
I
spend that with
agree.
each other? We always cry about 40 acres and a mule and generational wealth and what we don't have. But if we invested in each other, if we spent that with each other, we would have it. We would have everything we wanted. So that's
Yeah.
really put to bed for me. Like we would have everything we needed and
It's
wanted.
yeah, I agree. It's definitely put to bed for me. I feel like if you gonna put the money into what you put the money into what you want to put the money into, and if you're putting the money into fashion, hey, that's your loss.
Yeah, for real.
Night
We
night,
can be
night
investing.
night.
Yeah, night night. Invest in your people, man.
Right.
Invest in your people. If somebody out, I'm gonna end it with that. If somebody out here in your own community that's making something that's
And
equivalent
need
to
it.
quality as Jordan, it just ain't got
Hmm.
Jordan name on it. If somebody that's making it that's in your
Exactly.
own community that's making whatever, like support that. Support that.
Yep, I agree. All right, broski. Let's go to our next topic here. Back
All
with
right.
another one. We back with another one.
Back with another
So, right. That's your yeah, okay, let me stop because I'll get into it.
one.
um, so this is one of mine. It's basically it's based off a show I watch. It's called Spouse what your spouse or your relationship, basically. Your spouse or your family.
Yeah.
They gotta go in there, they gotta choose, like, hey, we together. But we got a laundry list of issues. Our family been in the middle of it, they've been seeing it, both sides. So some of them agreed to us getting married and some of them don't. And no, it's called Family or Fiance. My bad.
Okay. Okay.
So
Decent
yeah,
title.
so bro, so huh?
That's a decent little title.
Yeah, yeah. So like some of them agree with it, some of them don't. So like now they come there, they pick three people out their side of the family on each side, and they come there and they say, hey, I agree or I don't. This is why. So they come in there with a meeting, and then some of them be like, I don't agree because y'all been fighting, blah 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 blah. Y'all been together for years, and y'all still like can't communicate. Communication is one of the top issues for sure. Communication, and then being past PTSD from like past stuff, like when you was younger and you holding that on and you bring it to your relationship. That's another thing. Trauma was another thing. So like the show can kind of show you like how people can come together or families can split up because they really be about to be on that sometime.
That's crazy.
Um, right. It's interesting though because people do come there like oh, y'all got 3 kids together, or y'all got this, he got a kid, and y'all don't have none together. Y'all been together for a year, and y'all want to get married. So now everybody like, well, it's too soon. And the other side like, well, I think it's okay. So then they like kind of like going in.
Hmm.
So yeah. So my whole question was, if it is it important with just thinking about all that, like what is your mindset if you go into a show like that and everybody expressing their concerns? What like? Does it matter what you're choosing, or does it make a difference what your family say? You know what you going. Y'all know y'all coming and walking in together. Y'all walking out together. Like, what do you think about that? Or do your family do really have an influence over your relationship, or what
Um,
they say can have an influence over your relationship?
my opinion on that is I'm gonna keep mine really short and sweet because it's not really a heavily like debatable thing. I mean, I would like to
Right.
hear your, of course, other people. I don't mind hearing about your side of it, but for me, it's like no, I don't really care. I don't care what my family think about what I'm
Right.
doing with my partner. As long as my kid, like if I have little kids and I'm bringing you around
Yeah.
to my kids, that matters. That matters. How you
Right.
treat my children and how you treat how you treat my kids, and these are the ones that if I'm bringing you in as their stepmom, or like something in that situation where they're going to be able to have to look up to you and as a motherly figure,
Hmm.
even if they got their own mom. Just period. In
Right.
that realm, yeah, it matters. It matters if you
Yeah.
get along
Yeah.
with my kids and all that type of stuff. But what my mama got to say, what my daddy got to say, with my cousins, with my sisters, no offense, with my sisters, with my brothers,
I'm good.
man, I don't. At the end of the day, whenever we leave this show or whenever we leave this party, whenever we leave y'all with y'all presence, we're going back to our house and we have to deal
Right.
now. We have to deal with these. We have to pay our own bills in here. We have to pay our own rent or our own mortgage, our own car notes. We doing our own grocery shopping. Y'all ain't contributing to this relationship with no,
Yeah.
whether it's a positive or a negative opinion. You're not contributing to my relationship with nothing but an opinion.
Right.
Period. Like,
Are you gonna are you gonna take any of, like, say somebody come there and they express an opinion, and are you gonna take any in consideration, or it
oh
is what
yeah.
it is? Like, no,
I
I
mean,
don't
no,
really
no.
care.
If it's valid, if you saying something that's valid, I'm gonna take it just like how I would take it if my therapist is telling me something. Like, I mean,
Right. Right.
just
Right.
like
Yeah.
if you telling me, yeah, bro, like maybe you slow down. You didn't been with the past traumas, or you just came out of this situation. Maybe you moving a little too fast. I'm gonna take it into consideration. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna discard any of the information because that would be a foolish. I'm not a foolish man. Anybody
Yeah.
that's a wise person is always gonna take information. Like whether you agree with it or not, it's
Or
called
not. Hmm.
I call it eat the meat and throw away the bones. I'm gonna listen to everything you got to say, and I'm gonna take the meat from it that applies to me, and I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
And I mean, but I'm gonna throw
Right.
everything that doesn't apply is the bones. I'm gonna throw away the bones. But I'm not gonna then
Yeah.
just disregard anybody with what they got to say. I'm gonna hear your opinion, and your opinion may have some validity to some degree. So, and I don't know that
Right.
until I give it that air, until I give it until I hear you out. So I'm gonna hear
Yeah. Try
anybody's
his job.
opinion on it,
Hmm.
but if you totally agree, I mean, if you totally disagree, is that going to sway my decision? No. If you totally
Yeah.
agree, is that going to sway my decision? No. At the end of the day, I'm gonna make my decision based on how I feel about this person and
Right.
how the dynamics of our relationship is, because that's what I'm gonna have to deal with at the end of the day. But yes, I would be open to opinions because it could help me become better in my relationship, just like the opinion of my
Absolutely.
therapist or opinion of my friend. I mean, it matters, but it don't matter at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just gonna build off that. It matters, but it don't matter. Like, I will take opinions in consideration depending on if it applies to me or not. But otherwise, I don't give a damn what nobody got to say about my relationships. Regardless. Well, I mean, I might share something with you, but that don't mean I want your opinion. You can express it, but I'm gonna still do what I want to do because I've lived a long life at this point. In 20s, I listen to people. 30s, half my 30s, I listen. I let people influence and put that ear in, and then that can mess up a relationship too.
Yeah,
A big time, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know everything that's going on. You only know the snippet of what I'm telling you, but off top, your opinion is leave that and do this and do that. So, and if you don't, it's judgment that come with it. Now they looking at you crazy, especially your friendship or your mom or your sister, or it don't matter. Like, they looking at you crazy. Like, you gonna ask my opinion and you ain't gonna do it. So what's the point? You might as well just like sometimes keep your relationship, most of the time,
private.
keep your relationship private. Unless you unsafe or something like that, that's
Yeah,
different.
exactly. Yeah.
Like, if you like feel unsafe or you need to talk to somebody, that's different. But like, otherwise, no, I think that relationships should kind of keep people out of your business,
Yeah.
because it kind of makes things worse, And once you get people involved, you get people opinion involved, ears, and then once that person run with it and tell it, they telling somebody else, of course,
Oh
because they
yeah.
gotta get somebody else's opinion on your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or they wanna know what somebody else think.
No
So it's
fact.
gonna be more than one person finding out about it. And I just don't think it applies. Now, like you said, I'll be open to like, hey, you guys, I think you guys have communication issues. Or I think y'all can seek therapy separately and deal with that, whatever y'all traumatic events were, and then come back together or whatever. I will take that in consideration,
Yeah.
but that don't mean it's gonna dictate how I move. This is just being real.
Yeah.
Like, but it's a good ass show. But like, it ain't gonna
Also
dictate
too though. Also
how I
too
move.
like just throw one more thing in there. Like it depends on the messenger too. Because if you telling
Yeah,
me you
absolutely.
might be telling me something because you unhappy, because you bitter, because you this, you that. Like if you're in a happy,
Tell it.
healthy relationship and you've been in this relationship 10 years, your opinion is going to weigh way more than the person who's my
Right.
single auntie or my single sibling or the person who ain't
Yeah.
can't keep a person who can't keep a man or can't keep a woman. Like it depends on the messenger as well too.
It do. It absolutely do. Absolutely. I so completely 100% agree with that. I'm gonna put a stamp on it for tonight because that is the biggest issue. I mean, that's the biggest thing we can get out of this tonight is it depends on the messenger. Because let's be real, it's some haters in your family, your friends. They
Yeah,
can be looking at you sideways, that snake look.
yeah,
I love you, but I still a little envious of you type thing. So
exactly.
like you said, it depends on the
Depending on
messenger.
the messenger.
Because you could be jealous of my relationship, or you could be unhappy in yours, and now you trying to mess mine up.
Yeah, or you could be throwing your own apprehensions on mine. You could not even
Oh
it could
my,
not even be
yeah,
envy or jealousy. It could just be apprehension.
yeah,
Like you go through this, so you expect that all relationships are going through this. You expect that
everybody,
I might be
yep,
going through this because you
exactly,
going through this. My girl's
yep,
cheating because your girl's cheating, or because you done been
right,
you putting your traumas on me, like and stuff like that.
yep.
Like I said, it just depends on the relationship. It depends on the
It
person, the
do, it
messenger.
do. Like you want an open relationship, your man don't, but you think everybody like that. Nah, some people like monogamy.
Yeah,
Just
exactly,
one person,
exactly.
one, just one.
But it's put to bed for me.
It's night night to me. It's night night to me for me, bro. For real. All right, so let's get to that third number three.
All right, so the third topic
Uh,
was one of my
yeah.
ideas. It was prison is the new slavery,
Mm,
and this is my that's my opinion. That's my opinion, and it's
mm,
it's an opinion of a lot of other individuals in the
yeah,
community of our community that agree. Like prison is the new slavery.
I agree.
You
It's
want
really
to touch
like
on it first, or you want me to touch on
I mean, you see, I said I agree real quiet because I
it?
do. I agree. Excuse me. Excuse me. I agree. Prison is new slavery. And it starts in high school
mm,
for me.
I wasn't expecting
I,
that. No, that not even
yeah.
for you. Period.
No. Okay. Okay. Cool. Because
Go
I
ahead.
mean,
Go
for
ahead.
for my
I'm a.
and I don't mean the same for me. For my experience, it starts in high school. I do believe that we have a prison to pipeline, school to prison pipeline system where we automatically set kids up to go to prison after high school or prison after school or middle school. Because right now, let's be real, it's a lot of middle school kids who's going to juvie and they already setting them up. So I agree. It starts in for the school system first sometimes because it set it up for, all right, suspension, suspension, suspension. Now you know as a trouble kid.
Delinquent.
It could be light stuff running down the hallway, doing something. It could be light stuff, but you set up as a trouble kid now.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know that in the community when you get stopped by police and nothing like that. But if it was to happen, now you if you have anything with authority, you automatically gonna be like, man, get off me. You gonna have a certain response.
Mm-hmm.
So off top, that's gonna make you a little combative. So that may make you respond a little different. So now you known as the aggressor. It's different titles that come with each situation. They move along. So now you the trouble kid, the aggressor, and now you're moving on to that pipeline where you can now you might you in high school and something happened, accidental or not, something happened. Now you're getting charged. Now you're going away for 7 years or so, and you 16 and you getting charged as an adult. So I do agree that getting on topic a little bit because I'm just going off like my experiences. Prison is definitely the new slavery because once they get them in there, especially young, once you get them in there, how am I supposed to get like yeah, you can get a job, absolutely. But now I gotta work my butt off to get this one little job that might not even make me even make a little bit more money for me not to go want to go out there and do something else.
Exactly.
So it sets up a system for people where you can't. It's like
A revolving
a
door.
cage. yeah, you fighting your way out every day, but it's kind of like somebody like pushing you back in because you only getting this far.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up like that to me. It is. So I agree with you. I completely agree. Um, it's sad to see like the majority of the minority getting that title before they even get to be 18.
Not for real.
So it is a new slavery because the more people they get, the more money they get. The state get money for people being getting locked up. They it's less money for them to even have them out here in the streets for sure.
So,
Um, but once they get that title, they get that title, and once that one time they get that title, it builds from there. So yeah, I think it is a new slavery
not facts.
because it's really getting minorities more than anybody else.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, so that's my take on it. Yeah, it's just a effed up system for me.
Oh yeah, I mean the system is designed that way. So that mean when I say like prison is the new slavery, that's my personal opinion. But now I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
spit like the facts,
Mm-hmm.
facts that back it up to agree with what I feel is fact. And I'm gonna start with what you said. So OG challenged me one time. You know, I read. I'm an avid reader. Anybody that know me know I'm an avid reader. I've always got a book in front of my face, or you know,
Right.
I'm writing something or I'm studying something. So I was in an environment. I'm reading. OG, must have peeped what I was reading. I can't even remember the book to be honest with you. It was one of them deep type of books type of situation. And so he
Mm.
he asked me. He was like, do you know what a prison, a school, a church all have in common? And I was like, I mean, it's some programming and all of them. And he was like, yeah. He was like, but
Mm-hmm.
no, it's a specific word that you can tie into all of them. I was like, he was like, do you know what they're all technically called? And I was like, no. He was like, institution. He
Yeah.
was like, a school is an institution. A prison is an institution.
Mm-hmm.
A church is an institution. And then he was like, do you know what it is to be institutionalized? He was like, they only use that word for prison, but it applies to
Right.
all of them. And I was like, so when he that's all he had to tell me. After that, I went down and did my
Yeah.
own research, and I was like, dang. And I started studying that and just seeing like all the comparisons. Like you said, they start us off in school. The
Uh-huh.
bell ring. You know, that's the same type of stuff go on in prison. When it's time for you to be where you need to be, when
Mm.
it's time for the yard to close, or this and that, them bells and them alarms go off. When it's
Right.
time for all of us to sit down and eat lunch, like it's the same thing in prison. When it's time for us to line up to go to child hall, or it's the same thing when you got to go to the classes or you get in recess, you get that little time
Mm.
out of your cell. It's so much stuff in there that even just like the acts of listening to
Similarities.
authority, raise your hand before you talk, all of these type of
Yeah.
things to make you caught up in the rat race and that make you like. First of all, the school system. Another fact: the school system wasn't invented until I don't want to misquote the year, but I think it was like the 1930s. So
Yeah. It
it
was.
was designed.
Honestly.
It was designed for. It wasn't designed for like to what it is today is like the staple of education in our society. No, it was literally designed for factory workers, so they can teach them how to work in them environments and teach them how to structure them in them environments without them getting hurt, killing themselves on the machines, and falling asleep. That they structured that to be able to get them their breaks and all that type of stuff. That was the original design for school.
Mm-hmm.
Another fact, in the U.S. Constitution, it literally says slavery has been abolished unless you go to jail. Not
Mm.
verbatim. That's not the verse verbatim, but that's what it says. That's definitely exactly what it says. That's in the U.S. Constitution. It's not.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm not saying it word by word verbatim, but yeah, it says that slavery has been abolished unless you go to unless you get in the system, then you're technically a slave. And
Yeah.
even the police wasn't around until after slavery. They wasn't around during slavery. So those
Mm.
same white people that was like the slave masters and the ones who the
Yeah.
watch you would watch people from running away, and the ones who set in the towers and trying to make sure if you leave the premises you shot. Those became the
Yep.
police officers.
Police. Yep.
Those became the police officers, the slave masters, and not even the slave masters, but the watchers, the slave watchers, and you mean
Right.
the ones that reported back. Those became the police after the
Police
police system
officers.
wasn't
Yeah.
created until after slavery. So all of these facts correlate to why like I feel like yeah the prison is a new slavery, and then it's designed.
Mm-hmm.
African Americans, we make up 13% of the country.
Right.
We make up 13% of the country, but we make up 37% of the prison system.
I
That's
know.
just blacks. That's not even just blacks and Latinos. That's not our Latino brothers and sisters and none of that type of stuff. That's just
Mm-mm.
us.
That's
And
crazy.
that statistically is 9 to 1. That means for every 9 black people they locking up one white person.
But okay, so do you think that they lock us up more because they're scared of what's to come?
I mean, they lock us up more because they would not they never designed it for us
We're
to
a
be
threat.
equal to them.
We
They
always,
never we always been a threat. They never wanted us
yeah,
to be
yeah.
equal with them because to indeed like not to be disrespectful or nothing, but we're not equal. We're not
No,
equal.
we're not.
We
We're not.
our genealogy, like even if you look at like the atoms and our components of how we're built, like our DNA structure, we're
Hmm.
not equal. It's not the same.
Right.
We're not equal. We're not the same, and they know that. Our
No,
enemy knows
we're
us
not.
better than we know each other. I mean, so
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for real, for real.
They know that
So they
too.
know
I mean,
that too. So
what's
it's just
called white privilege.
yeah, it's just a whole lot of stuff that's designed. Of course, it's designed to keep us enslaved. Of course, it's designed to keep us all balanced and all that type of stuff. That's why
Right.
like if you notice, even the way you can look at that by how they hand out the time. The white collar crimes and the stuff, the crimes that
Mm,
white people normally do, even they call it white collar crimes.
they do.
The stuff that you could I can embezzle $1.5 million from a company off a computer from sitting at home and go to jail for 7 months, a year. I just stole
Yep.
millions and I can go to jail for a year. I go steal from the gas station or rob the gas station
We get more time.
and get 40 years. Robbery is up here, holds up to 40 years. For like 40,000, it don't even matter the amount. You could have got nothing.
Hmm.
You can be facing up to 40 years versus them facing 1 to 6 years,
Right.
which they gon' get less than a year or 9 months or
Anyway,
something like that. Like these are facts. You can go look up these cases and it's a paper trail to these. Like so, yeah. Of course, the design for that. You mean white people use a lot more heavy drugs and stuff like that. And I mean, not even to say that, but and like heroin and stuff like that. I mean, it's in our
oh, it's true.
communities. It's in every community, but it's always been more prone for other cultures to do that besides us. It's always been more prone for us
Right.
to sell those type of drugs, those designer drugs and cosmetic drugs and stuff like that. And that's why they hand out so much time to it because the judge will tell you, you destroying our communities.
Our community,
You destroying
especially
our
when it's
communities.
yeah, especially when
The
the
fentanyl and all
fentanyl and
that
all
type of
type of
stuff. And
stuff.
yeah,
It was like commercials out of
oh
nowhere.
yeah,
I'm like,
they gonna
really?
hang you. They plan on hanging you
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they
yeah. Because you hurting
and like
us.
you're not they you know you're not they smacking on the wrist for the crimes and the stuff like that they know that their people are doing.
Right.
But even like in the system, like sex offenders and all that type of stuff, man, they treat them like they special in there. They protect them like that. I forgot a lot of homies that did a lot of time. Like I know this. It's not the same. They got special classes for them, special
Oh
dorms for them, special
wow.
environments for them, special rules for them. Like and even the COs and the police in there that have to instill these type of things. Man, they don't like that. They hate that shit. Like they like, man,
I
why do I gotta
bet.
treat this inmate why do I gotta watch them and protect them? Man, they out here touching kids. And a lot of
Exactly.
stuff like that, a lot of the cases, a lot of the crimes, a lot of the system is designed to smack them on the wrist and to lay us down. That's just period.
And that man, because that makes my blood boil.
Mhm.
That type of person makes my blood boil for
Yeah,
sure.
for real. But it's like even like you said, it's not designed for us to win. Even when we get out, it's harder for you.
Mm-mm.
Now you labeled a felon. Now you can't do this. You can't
Yep.
do that. You can't get
Yep.
this. You can't get that. And that creates recidivism. And that's just a fancy word for saying you're gonna go back to jail. It's a high chance
You're
that
gonna
you're
go
gonna go
back to
back to
jail and
jail.
repeat the cycle.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a cycle. So
Hmm.
like that's I
Yep.
mean yeah, that's the slavery. But when you in there, you working, you want to get a job, you want to be working in the kitchen, you want to work on the yard. Man, they
Yeah.
paying you less than $1.
Oh, I know.
You
I
get
know.
paid 30 cents to work 8 hours. You mean in there cooking for 75 people, you getting
Damn.
paid 30 something cents an hour. Like that's slavery.
Yeah.
That's slavery.
It is. It is.
Slavery. You out there
It
mowing
is.
the
Let's just be
lawn and
real.
cutting the grass and doing all this stuff in the hot ass 90-degree weather. Like big old
It
prison, you
is.
cutting the yard, you growing the crops, you doing all of this stuff for less than $1, bro, an hour. That's slavery. I don't care how you
It
cut it.
is.
It's voluntary
It is.
slavery because you can't just say. I mean, somebody got to do it because a lot of
Right.
people in there ain't got a family system where they family send them money, they looking out for them, so they got to take them jobs. They got to take the
They gotta
jobs. They
take
got to
that.
take the wage. They got to take everything that come with it.
Hmm.
It's voluntary slavery.
It is. I agree with you. I mean, that's I just that's what it is. I ain't got nothing else to put on that.
Me neither.
I don't. it's a pin in it for me because you hit everything that people want to know. People thinking.
Nah, facts.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be hitting things what people thinking, what people want to know, and what people say. Like it might not be cute, might not be pretty, but hey, the truth is
The truth is the
truth.
truth. And the truth ain't gotta be pretty. The truth ain't gotta be colorful. Sometimes that's what
Nah,
people. That's what people end up missing the blessing or missing the message because they looking for it to
yeah,
be cute. They looking for it to be polite. They looking for it to sound a certain way. They looking for it to be more Malcolm
hmm
X.
make them
I
feel
mean, they looking
comfortable.
for it to be more Martin Luther King and less Malcolm X. Like with
Yeah,
that more Martin Luther King, respect to both of them brothers, but that approach ain't gonna get you that far. That approach ain't gonna get you that far. You mean I could sing like Drake and say that we need to change the world, but it's gonna hit way different when I'm gritty and I say that like Tupac.
for
It's
real,
gonna spark more of a change. Like people don't need to
it
be
is.
we don't need our hands held, man. It's 2025. We didn't see people you can go on the internet and say people get killed right in front of your face, die right in
You
your
gotta let
face.
your voice be heard a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
more.
You need to hear the truth however the truth comes out. Like,
Because I could say, just come in my personal, professional life in the last 4 years, I started coming in as Martin Luther King, but I'm leaving out as Malcolm X.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
It
So
is
it
what
is
it
what
is.
it is.
It is what it is.
All right. You ready? So is that night, bro?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
sleep?
Let's put the bed. Let's put the bed for me.
Okay, let's see. The last one, I'm gonna keep it real short with this one for me because it's just what it is.
Me too. I
What
mean,
is
yeah.
loyalty? What is loyalty? That's what it is. So what is loyalty? I had a follow up like, what is loyalty? When is it damaging for you, and when is the time to let it go?
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't even know if we got time to go into it like that.
I mean, go ahead. I took the floor heavily on the last one. I'm gonna let you start this one.
I mean, mine's short for real. Like loyalty to me is everything. Not like you give me your life type stuff, but like it's being 100 with me at all times and having my back.
Yeah.
It's period.
Fact.
Because I'm gonna do the same thing. I mean, being a Cancer, we loyal to a fault, even when people ain't loyal to you or not loyal to you. So also, all you got to show me is that loyalty, and I'm giving right back to you. And that's just be keeping it 100, having my back, and that trust. Because once that trust is broken, man, some for somebody like me, it's hard to get it back.
Yeah.
It
Facts.
is because it's been broken too many times, and I'm like, okay, if I got you in my circle, that means I got you in my circle. So that means we've been through this already. We shouldn't be back here again.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts.
And then when it's damaging for me, if it's damaging for me, it's time to let it go. Straight up. Like if it's like if the relationship and the loyalty I'm giving out and you getting reciprocated, it's time to let it go for me. Cause it means that I'm giving out more than what I'm getting back. And that could be
Damage.
damaging to that person. Yeah, it definitely damaging it completely. So I can't get that back, then it's time for me to walk away.
Yeah. Facts.
And that's in any kind of relationship. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a simple one for me. When it comes to loyalty, it's a real simple for me.
I mean, I agree. I share the same sentiments. It's simple for me too. Like loyalty is everything.
Right.
I rather choose loyalty than love. I rather have because
Yeah.
like love, like we talked about this prior to it,
Yeah,
but
yeah, we did.
love. Loyalty is loyalty is everything. I mean, it falls in so many things. Whether it's business wise, whether it's personal, whether it's
Mhm.
any type of. I mean, loyalty is everything. I mean, I feel like
Right.
to simplify it, what is loyalty? Loyalty is honesty. Loyalty is
Yeah.
transparency. Loyalty is the fact that even when you mad at me, you still got my
Hmm.
back, and
Right.
you still gonna handle me the same way you was if you wasn't mad at me. Like just because I'm mad at my
Absolutely.
partner, I'm not finna go backdoor him and try to sleep with his girl. I'm not finna go talk dirty
Right.
to him. If me and him into it, and somebody asks, "Oh, damn, what happened with you and so and so?" I'm gonna be like, man, man, we just going through some shit right now. I'm not even gonna disclose it to the next person because it's
No.
not your business. That's between me and bro. That's between me
Exactly.
and her. That's between me and sis. That's
Yeah.
between me and like I done been in situations where it was like I was into it
Hmm.
with somebody who I consider my family, like I'm loyal to, and I'm
Right.
not gonna talk dirty about you, no matter if I feel like this or not. I'm not. I'm gonna keep it to myself, or I'm gonna keep it to a person who shares the same loyalty as me and you. Like if
Absolutely.
it's me, bro, and all three of us grew up together. If I get into it with one, I might confide in the next because we all in that
In
same
that same
circle. We all in
circle.
that same
Hmm.
circle of relationship of loyalty. But anybody
Right.
outsiders, bro, you're not even finna know we into it. And if I am into it with somebody that I love, and you get into it with them, now I'm still gonna get on your ass. I'm not even gonna worry about the fact
Exactly.
that I'm into it with bro right now because that's still my brother. Like that's still my partner. That's still my sister. That's still whoever. That's still my family.
Yep.
That's still somebody I'm loyal
Yep.
to. And just because I'm mad at them, don't mean you can say nothing crazy. Like I'm still gonna slide on you. regardless. Like I mean, so that's all.
regardless.
That's loyalty to me. Like the fact that
Yeah,
I'm no matter if I'm upset with you, I'm still, or if I'm happy with you, you still get that same energy from me. You still get that same
same
transparency,
energy.
that same honesty, that same love, that same energy. Like that's basically it. And when like and to piggyback on what you said, like yeah, it's too much when you sacrificing way more. When I'm giving 100%, which you should never
Yeah.
give 100% of yourself to anybody or anything besides God.
No, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I,
if
I
I'm
agree.
giving 50% and you giving 30, then we need to either reevaluate it, address it, and
Yep.
fix it, or I'm gonna fall back. I gotta pull back because now it's detrimental to me.
Yeah, I got to.
But that I
Hmm.
feel like that's the only time loyalty should be swayed is when somebody shows you that they not loyal to you like how you loyal to them, and then you just it don't mean that you just do nothing foul or adjust your person or your
Right.
character because you still gotta hold and maintain your character. You
Yeah.
just treat them the way accordingly how you should be treating them. You fall back
Right.
or you remove
You
yourself
ain't
to
got to
place
be.
that. Yeah. You ain't got to match
Yeah,
that
you ain't got to
energy
end the
with no
relationship.
negativity, but just
Right.
treat them and handle it accordingly. But that's it for
Yep.
me. It's pretty put to bed for me.
Yeah. I agree. Like you said, you ain't got to end the relationship. You ain't. You just see that person. Now I see you. I see where we ain't equal. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving 50, you giving 20. So now I got to treat you accordingly. Now you get 20.
Yeah, now I got to pull back from you because if I was loyal to you,
Yeah.
that mean that I could never really fully be on the path where it's like, oh, I got to kill this person, I got to hurt this person, I got to fuck this
Nah.
person and like fuck them entirely. But no, I do got to handle you accordingly. I do got to do what's best
Yeah.
for my own, and do what's best for my mental health, and do what's best for my own environment. Like I can't let you play me just because I'm loyal to
Yep.
you.
That part at the end, I gotta do what's best for my mental health and who I am because I can't let you play me.
For real, I can't be
Period.
played with
Like
just because I'm
I
loyal. Don't mean
give,
I'm stupid.
yeah, I will put that out there and it's gonna be put to bed for me. I treat people and give out what I'm treated
Oh
like
yeah,
the same thing. I
yeah.
don't get no different because unless I see some different.
Yeah, I use that. I use that same thing when I host events and I'm emceeing events or I'm doing like
Yeah,
shows and stuff. I say that to the crowd in the beginning of the show. The energy you give is the energy you receive. So if
exactly.
you want to come up here as an artist and you feel like you want the crowd to go crazy for you and clap for you and show you
Yep,
some love when you're done, do that same thing for every artist
do
that you
that
see come
same
up here to the
thing.
stage. Like the energy you give is the energy you
Yep,
receive. That's just life.
yep. I agree. Professional or personal.
Period.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Period. It's the sleep for me, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a night for me too. I mean, yeah, we didn't covered a lot of ground and really
Yeah, we did. We did.
yeah.
We did pretty. We did real good. On covering a couple, couple things in a good time frame. We trying to keep it a little shorter for y'all, so we can get more. Just get more out there for y'all,
Yeah,
basically.
facts.
So yeah, what we ending with? Let's see what's saying we ended with tonight.
I mean, you know how I feel, like always, man. You know, rest your eyes, but don't rest your mind. Don't rest your soul. Don't rest your spirit. Don't rest your ambition. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah. And then also, hey, if you fall, get up, keep pushing, and make it work. Don't let nobody else let you see you fold and keep it moving.
Facts.
Yeah. All right, broski.
All right, sis, man. We gonna
All right.
see you next
Another
time,
one
another
down.
episode next
Another one.
week.
Yeah. Another one down.
Love,
Yes,
love.
sir. Love you, bro.